And the Kansas budget impacts much more than you might think.
For instance, it plays a role in the amount of trash that you see along the state's interstates and highways. Now, recently, we've gotten a lot of complaints from our viewers about this problem. Our very own Sarah Blake took your concerns straight to KDOT. She joins us live this morning along the interstate. And Miriam with a story that you'll only see on 41.
Good morning, Lindsay. Well, chances are you see it every day. How can you not? This trash piling up on the side of Kansas highways is not only an eyesore for drivers, but an ongoing and growing problem for KDOT, and it's just getting too big to handle.
You can't but help notice the trash.
The metropolitan area in Kansas and Missouri, I think, is some of the trashiest areas along the highways.
Complaints like these flood the Kansas Department of Transportation office daily.
The highways look trashy, and what are we going to do about it? Well, that's when we then explain to them, you know, what we actually do.
Every day, KDOT crews are out, picking up the endless miles of trash,
Cups and it's pop bottles and cigarette butts
that litter metro highways.
They can pick it up, and then the next day it looks like nobody's ever been there.
I don't know if it's we don't have the personnel to do it or the budget or what it is, but it's really kind of embarrassing.
That's exactly it.
It's bigger than us at this point.
KDOT's losing state funding every year and cutting staff. They lost $16 million in 2 years. That's about 90 people tackling nearly 2,000 lane miles. In addition to the long list of other tasks KDOT maintenance is responsible for and the ever-expanding highway system, they just can't keep up.
This is just a nightmare, just a living nightmare.
So the funding they do have goes to safety measures like fixing potholes, guardrails, and signs that cars have hit.
Do we pick up trash, or do we keep the roads safe?
Everybody is less mindful of what they're doing in regards to just throwing trash out. They don't think that it really makes a difference when in essence it does.
Trash is one of those things that people often think it's somebody else's problem. And it really isn't. It's all of our problems.
And the Adopt a Highway and Sponsor a Highway programs are still in effect, but even those are dwindling. Kim tells me that just not as many people are volunteering their time anymore. So to really put this trash problem in perspective, think of this: 100,000 plus cars traveling on I-35 daily, and at least 50%, just think of 50% of those people littering at least one time a week. Then you can really see how this trash problem is so huge. So what do we do about it? Kim says, number one, stop littering, and number two, contact your legislators. That's how we get the funding. That's how KDOT gets their funding, and urge them to give more money back to KDOT. I'm live in Miriam. I'm Sarah Blake, 41 Action News.